So I think that back to process really, and increasingly sophisticated automation of processes using AI. And so within the CRM product, we have AI as a component of it, and additional AI is going to be added as we move forward in a very smart and practical way that is really designed to generate superior results when it comes to speed to lead, contact with customer. And to Connor's point previously, doing a lot of the repetitive activity and automating such that valuable agency resources are able to focus on working directly with customers and prospects. That's where their time is best spent engaging with customers, engaging with prospects, deepening relationships, cross-selling, and letting automation do the rest of it. So it's a very exciting future. I know Connor and I are looking forward to some of these AI developments coming in earnest in our CRM product, and we have big plans on that front.
I think AI and how that integrates into the agency is what you need to pay attention to over the next 5 years. What that looks like, that's kind of like the question, right? So I think if you have your finger on the pulse with what you can do with AI, whether it's within the tool that already exists or a tool that plugs into your tool, there's going to be some really awesome stuff that comes out. And I think there's this stigma within insurance over the last 7 years or so where fancy tools come out, agents buy them, they don't use them, they don't exactly do what they want. I think you're going to see that a lot with AI as well. So as much as you want to embrace AI, I think it's also important to feel real use cases for it, figure out what those are and how they integrate in. But the ones that figure out where AI integrates now and what it could look like for them in a year as this develops, or in 2 years as this develops, that's going to be very important. So kind of to summarize, it doesn't mean you need to be using AI in this moment. And if you're not using AI, you're not necessarily behind. But if you're not taking the time to understand it and what it means and what it could mean in some of these tools, then I think that's where you're going to fall behind. Because then when the tool comes, you're not going to be able to identify this is actually a good tool or a good feature that uses AI. You're going to be one of those people who kind of gets tricked and says, oh, this is AI, it's got to work, right? And I think you're going to see a lot of that. But on the other hand, you're also going to see a lot of places where if you do use AI, it's just going to make your agency far more efficient by leaps and bounds.